So Dad was a detective constable. He worked so hard to get to where he was. The thing that when he came home was he never really spoke about it. Home life and work life were two separate entities, and I think that just kind of shows the type of man that he was. The most kind-hearted man I think anybody would ever meet. He'd got the most serious looking face, but he was just so funny. We loved going on holidays. Every holiday we went on, we'd do some sort of extreme sport. And I remember thinking as a kid, if my dad says I can do it, then I can do it and I will do it. So I jumped off the top deck of a boat into the sea one time because he said to do it.
On Tuesday the 18th of January 1983, my father was murdered by IRA terrorists at his shop in Nelson Drive in the waterside area of Londonderry. Gunmen came to the door of his shop and he closed the door in their face as he saw them approaching, but they shot him through the door, and then he fell to the ground and came into the shop, and my mum had heard the commotion in the shop and ran down and held him in her arms when they shot him in the head in her arms and killed him.
On the day that everything happened, I was actually at home. I should have been at college, and I decided not to go that day. And I got a telephone call on the landline, which I was too scared to answer at first, thinking it was one of my college tutors. It happened to be my dad's boss, who said that there was a car coming to pick me and my mum up. I asked her what was wrong, and she said, I can't talk about it now, they're coming to pick you up. And me, being a typical 18-year-old girl, said, well, I'm not getting in the car until I know what I'm facing. And she said, there's been an accident, we need to take you to your dad. We got to the hospital in Birmingham, and we sadly got took into the family room where the doctors and nurses were waiting for us. We all sat around the table, and I think I knew in my heart that what was happening. And the doctor just said, I'm ever so sorry, there's nothing that we could do. And all I can remember was feeling really numb and having a nurse squeeze me really tightly. And I couldn't understand why she was doing that until she let go, and then I just felt the world fall apart.
The sadness and grief, although it diminishes with the years, it doesn't go away. And all the families who have suffered in this way will know that.
The National Police Memorial Day is just one of the special days that we remember throughout the year.
It's a great honour and privilege for me to be part of National Police Memorial Day in Coventry. To have the privilege of lighting a candle in honour of police officers who have given the ultimate sacrifice in Northern Ireland down through the years.
To be part of a family as such like that, it's a very difficult one, but it's also everybody coming together to remember just how hard these police officers work and what they do for our country.
The night before my dad was murdered, him and I were sitting on the sofa. I was 14 years of age at the time. He pointed to an ad for the Royal Ulster Constabulary in the paper and said to me, son, do you still want to join the police? And I said, I do, Dad. So the next day he was taken from us and he was murdered. But 8 years later, in 1981, I did follow in his footsteps, and I joined the Royal Ulster Constabulary and became a police officer.
So two of the most important things that have happened in my life since my dad's not been here. The first one is we went down to Buckingham Palace to go meet the Queen. My dad was awarded the Queen's Gallantry Medal for bravery. We of course accepted it in his honour, and it was the most spectacular day. The second thing that's happened since my dad wasn't here is that my daughter Mabel was actually born on the 20th anniversary of Dad dying, so we feel like she is an extra special gift to the family.
It's a great privilege to wear the uniform of the police service, no matter where you're from, whether it be Scotland, England, Wales, or indeed Northern Ireland, where I'm from. And to know that there are those who have gone before and who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, they should never be forgotten. And National Police Memorial Day assures that they will never be forgotten.